What's up, guys? Today's gonna be all about my hair. No, not the wig that I had on, but this new one that I got from Nadula Hair. If you're interested in seeing how I'm gonna slay her from start to finish, grab your notepad, your pen, and get to watching and learning. So this here is their ombre lace wig. I believe they call it the ombre highlight lace wig, and it comes standard in 150% density. It fits really well. It's a 13 by 4 inch in length, and this is a good shot of what the back looks like. So it's pretty much highlights all over with like a nice brown all throughout, and I think it's done pretty tasteful. This is definitely giving that Beyonce summer vibe where you want to add a little bit of color, yet it's brown girl friendly. So if you've been rocking with me, you know this foundation in the middle has been my favorite for a minute. And guess what? I just ran out, and I didn't even know I was running out. So I went with the Fenty foundation. I also had a Maybelline foundation I was trying to see if it would work, but it was like even darker. Now you're going to see I went ahead and buffed it inside the lace. This is going to act as my lace tint. So I put it mainly along the hairline. I did put a little bit in the parting as well, but as you guys can see, it's a little bit red, but I was able to swing it and it works. So I'm definitely going to have to put in a order with Ulta or see if my local Target has that next one in stock, because that's my favorite. I'll have that one linked down below. And again, if you've watched my videos and you've seen me do the foundation trick with the lace tint, you know that one works the best for me. So after that, I decided I'm just going to go ahead and cut off the excess lace. Now, if you choose to go in and pluck and tweeze the hairline, that is definitely a step you would do before you cut off the lace. For me, I personally just realized that because the hairline and just the hair in general is light, as in not like a 2 or a 1 or a 1B, it always is easier to pull off and finesse, even if it does need to be plucked and tweezed. I do believe this one was pre-plucked, but again, it's not, you know, heavy density. It's like a Barbie wig where it's super thick in the front. You'll still have to go in, but if they've done at least a little bit of work, you know, as far as the company that it came from goes, you should be able to swing it, especially if you're going to put baby hair in the front, which you guys know we will be doing. So I went in and cut off the lace from ear to ear, and I think everything is looking pretty good. I'm gonna go in and bond her down. Now I don't know what it was, if it was me or the wig, but it just seems like I was applying a lot of the product and it was like absorbing it or something like that. So I did put a hefty amount. Be sure that when you apply your adhesive, in this case it's a holding spray, like apply it, let it kind of get tacky, not too much. You put the wig on top, and any of the product that is still on your head, like in front of the wig, go ahead and wipe that up before it dries, because what's going to happen is you leave it there, you blow dry, and it has that sticky, clear, yucky look, kind of like a messy look, and sometimes it'll even turn white if you touch it during the process. It'll kind of get gummy and tacky and just be a whole hot mess. If you do make that mistake, always remember you can use a little bit of rubbing alcohol, like on a Q-tip or something that doesn't have too much lint to it, and you'll be able to clean it up. But literally just do not leave that there. If you have that, clean it up, please. Also, another trick for that is to go in with your product. For me, I use foam lotion to form my baby hair, and a lot of the times if there's a little bit of that residue there, whenever I make my baby hair on top of it, it kind of will just cancel it out. But again, however, get it how you live, just don't leave it there. So the wig is pretty much bonded down and we're done. If you're not someone, or I thought I had did a great job, but what you will learn with bonding your wigs down is that when you apply your adhesive, especially if it's a non-glue adhesive, you blow dry it down. Sometimes if you don't let it go, like blow dry all the way, it will lift super easy. So when it feels like the wig is dry or the glue is dry, still go a little bit longer, because if you go a little bit longer, you'll notice it feels like it kind of suctions to your hair, like it goes through the point of when it's wet, then it'll be dry, and then it'll suction, if that makes any sense. So naturally, the next step for me is going to be to go ahead and make baby hair. I know a lot of you don't like baby hair. I'm kind of doing it off to the side, and I'm also going to do a little bit of sideburn. The way I'm going to do the wig in the center part, you honestly won't even really be able to see it too much. But of course, when the wind blows or what have you, you definitely will see and you'll get the vibe. So I like it. Again, I can't live without it, especially because I feel like unless the lace is exactly like my complexion, Swiss lace, perfect, tinted to the T, I feel like you can always see that line of where the wig starts. And it kind of gives me personally Barbie doll vibes when the wig is just bonded down and there's nothing there. Even if I just make it like a little bit feathery and, you know, swooped in the front, not necessarily baby hair, but just kind of break up that line in the front so you just don't see, oh, there goes your wig. You know, you kind of got to make it fun and camouflage it, especially as a brown girl. I feel like if you're lighter complected, it's a little bit easier to get away with in most cases. But generally speaking, most wig does not speak to my hairline perfectly, and that's probably why I love baby hair so much. But again, it's to each his own. If you don't like baby hair, in this case, I would just use the wax stick, apply a good amount along the entire hairline, kind of use that hot comb, the electric hot comb to go in and, you know, smooth that out a little bit, and you're good to go. So I don't care how good I get with wigs, I always find that a scarf is always needed in the process. I went ahead and used my scarf to kind of hold the hair or the hairline in place and kind of mold that baby hair and that hairline down a little bit more. Now typically I would add that scarf to the hairline, forget about it, and just go like have dinner, cook dinner, you know, be around the house and hang out and just let it naturally mold. For the sake of installing, you know, and showing you guys the results, I went ahead and just used the blow dryer to speed up the process. Now that we're here, I want to perfect the hairline as well as like the crown and the parting. So all I do is I add wax stick to any and every section of the top of my head that I want to be super sleek and laid, cancel out any baby hairs, make sure it lays flat, and you know, has kind of like a salon ready finish. And you know, the Kerakier wax stick literally works like no other. I've tried other wax sticks, I've tried to use foam lotion, and again, if you don't have this wax stick, you can use a foam lotion, you can use a hairspray. I just feel like whenever I put a hairspray, I still want to go back and put the Kerakier. If I use the foam lotion, I still want to go back and use the Kerakier, so I just use the Kerakier. And you guys can see how good it looks. In the last clip, I kind of showed you what it looked like when I pressed out one side and the other side was a little bit more voluminous. I like it to be super flat just because I feel like when it's voluminous in the parting, it makes it look like the wig is sitting on top of your head. Now I went in and did some curls. I just literally was trying to get them done as quick as possible. Honestly, I wasn't in the mood to really style the hair, but I just was over just bone straight hair. So excuse the curls, I know they're not that poppin', but again, I just wanted to be able to add some body and definition to the hair. So I just did these huge curls with my, I believe this is a 2-inch curling iron. I'll have it linked down below. And then I went ahead and added the bangs in the front, kind of played with it, and you'll see in the end, it's gonna look super pretty in the pictures, but it definitely was not perfect. But again, I'm just learning and practicing all on my own. Okay, so I always work better whenever I go off camera, so I was having a little bit issues with the bangs, but I did trim this side a little bit shorter and it worked out. Now these curls aren't meant to be like super defined, it was just meant to add some like fluff and body. And usually what I'll do, I just take a wide tooth comb and just comb it out, and you would think that that would get rid of all of the curls, but then you kind of just play with it. And all the body is still there. So I can kind of take the bang up a little bit shorter, but I kind of like keeping the length. Oh, the Fenty foundation did work, but I forgot to add smooth concealer to the parting. So I'm gonna go ahead and add Fenty as well. My camera's about to die, but you guys get the picture. I'm gonna prep it a little bit more and then do a little bit of b-roll. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check the description box for a direct link to this beautiful wig. She's perfect for the summertime, and she does hold a curl pretty nicely. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share with your friends, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!